Everything that I love doing, drag encompasses. Performing, acting, sewing, making the costumes, painting, doing the makeup, wig styling and hair styling. Drag to me is everything I love to do. Hi, I'm Autumn, also known as Shefoam. I'm 19 and I live just south of Norwich. I've always played around with makeup since I was around 7, 8ish, and that evolved from just playing around to completely changing my body and face and everything with, the elements of drag, which I didn't realise until a later age. So from a very young age, I used to always create costumes and almost drag outfits out of mum's old wigs and dishcloths, clothes, towels, throws, that kind of thing. This is my mermaid tail. I handmade it and I handcrafted all the scales and the fin at the bottom. It's silicone with flippers inside. It's fully wearable and fully swimmable. It took hours for me to handcraft the scales and then cast them and then make them out of silicone. It took me so long, but it was so definitely worth it. I personally think I was affected early on by British drag, so pantomime dames, that kind of thing you saw on television, on film and theatre. But as I grew older and being witnessed and exposed to drag and queens from across the world, it's hard not to pull influences and get inspired by them. So as much as I am a British queen, I get inspiration from queens all across the world, if that's their makeup style, their application, or even just how they perform, or what they perform. Drag performance really comes from, a heightened version of myself. I feel like everyone dances around in their room or dances around in the kitchen listening to music, but drag brings that to a whole nother level. Like the makeup and the costume and the wigs and the shoes, everything is raised up, everything's to a higher standard and dragged out. Performing, personally for me, it makes me feel it's a really crazy adrenaline rush. You work so long up to practicing a performance, getting the costume, getting the hair, getting the right makeup, everything to fit together. You can spend months, weeks, organising a performance, and it's done in a second because the adrenaline kicks in. You do amazingly, and you just afterwards it felt like nothing happened. It's one of those feelings that you can't explain without experiencing. After playing around with makeup and clothes and costume for years, I think my drag character is basically myself, just a heightened version of it. More elaborate, more over the top, sparkly, glittery, colourful version of myself. Nobody acts exactly how they are out of drag, in drag, because you're going to feel different. You're going to be wearing corsets, you're going to be wearing a huge hair, you're going to be painted, you're going to look like somebody different, so automatically you're going to act slightly different to yourself. But I see myself a lot in my drag character. I personally think that with drag, gender is explored and it is bent and around and kind of expressed in a whole new light, but it is celebrated. Lots of women sometimes think that drag is making fun of women, but it's not. It's celebrating the fact that women are beautiful creatures of nature, and it doesn't matter what shape or size or anything like that. And if they look strange or they do something, they're not saying that women look like that. They're making fun of people's stereotypes of women. Women don't have to wear heels, they don't have to wear makeup, they don't have to do anything to be a woman. You just have to believe and identify as that, and drag celebrates that and pokes fun of society's gender stereotypes. I feel like anyone that puts on wigs, makeup, costume, heels, anything like that, that's in essence drag. It's celebrating and bending people's ideas of gender. So artists such as David Bowie and Lady Gaga, and even just women down the street wearing elaborate clothing, crazy makeup and big hair, that's drag to me. And not in a negative way, that's beautiful, I love it. It incorporates everything that I love, so personally, artists like that I'm drawn towards because I see myself and drag in them. It's portraying the character and embracing and also rejoicing and celebrating that gender. It's not appropriating any gender. I feel like my drag is a celebration of what women are, what women are thought to be, and having fun with colour and shape and style. But I've experienced most people's confusion, or when they meet me they presume I identify as male because I'm a drag queen, because they automatically think drag queen means a man dressed up as a woman, which it isn't always the case. It's just another form of performance art and expressing oneself through another art medium. Most people think that you can't be a trans woman and do drag, but the thing is, drag is performance and it's an art form. And if you were to say that women can't paint, or you can say men can't act, that would be sexist, but it's just performance art. It's one of those things that it doesn't matter if you're whatever size, whatever shape, whatever colour, whatever gender, anyone can do it and anyone can enjoy it.